Today I'd like to talk about building inspection reports. This is something that we urge everyone to get. If you are a property owner and you're considering the market, getting a building inspection report pre-market can take away some of the stress involved in selling a home. Some people are nervous about doing this, but wouldn't you want to know if there were any issues that you could rectify prior to coming to the market? In our experience, this may even widen your buyer pool, as it saves buyers the cost of doing their own building inspection reports. If you are a buyer, getting a building inspection report will give you an indication of any of the maintenance jobs that are required when owning a home. Or, in the case of any structural issues, you have an opportunity to get a quote. Saying that, get a local building inspector, someone who understands the style and the construction of the properties in the area that you're purchasing. In our experience, everything is fixable. Sometimes the cost to fix is far lower than what you would expect. Sometimes a building inspection report can feel overwhelming because it points out all the things that you need to do in order to bring the home up to the level that you are satisfied with. What are the main issues that we come across? In New Zealand, New Zealanders are particularly terrified around moisture issues. I suspect that this comes from the leaky building issues experienced with houses that were built in the 90s. These houses were often built with untreated pine timber, which is prone to rotting when it comes in contact with moisture for a prolonged period of time. Many of the homes that we sell are built prior to this era and are built using native timber, which tends to be stronger and less prone to rotting. Another issue that we find relatively often with properties in the area that we sell is that there is some moisture discovered around the windows and the doors. This moisture is often due to the fact that the property doesn't have any flashings above the windows or that the sealant hasn't been maintained. Both of these things are relatively easy fixes. The word moisture in New Zealand causes terror in many buyers' minds. We encourage buyers to get a builder to look at what is required. Once rectified, properties do dry out. As a homeowner, we recommend making sure that the sealant around your windows is maintained and that each window and door has a flashing, so that you don't have to sort these issues out after you've gone to market. Perhaps borrow or hire a moisture reader or get a professional to do it for you. This is something that your building inspection report will show, and this will give you an opportunity to rectify the situation prior to going to the market. Another thing that could cause a higher moisture reading is moisture pooling around the frames from condensation in the home. Ensure that you wipe down your windows regularly so that this doesn't become an issue when you go to sell your home. Another hurdle that buyers and vendors have is piling issues. When a property requires work done to the piles, this often appears to be a bigger issue than the expense to fix it. Why not get someone like Mike from Central Repiling out to have a look at your piles if you're aware of any issues prior to going to the market? Or if you're a buyer and you get piling issues in your report, give Mike a call and don't discount the property entirely, just get a quote. We had a property that needed to be repiled. It turned out that only 4 piles needed replacing and each pile cost $600. So the whole job cost less than $3,000 to complete, which as a buyer is minimal investment when purchasing a home and may alleviate some of your competition who might be less practical than you are.